The movie starts with Mike, who meets his therapist because he is struggling after his brother Gertie's death. Later, he starts moving into his new home. While he's unpacking, he finds a letter from his brother expressing his wish that his ashes be scattered on Mount Everest after his death. Next, we see Rudra, who is a Nepali crime lord. He tries to buy land from the townspeople because he wants to build a very large dam over the river. However, the townspeople don't want to sell their land to him. When the town senator, Mr. Raj Rai, doesn't arrive, his son Ganesh gives a speech and tells the townspeople that they will never sell their land. Meanwhile, Ganesh's son Vijay comes to him and informs him that grandfather is dead. The bus he was on fell from the mountain, and the police are calling it an accident. Vijay tells his father that Rudra is the one who had grandfather killed, and now we are his target. Mike departs for Nepal with his brother's ashes. After reaching Nepal, Mike meets his mountain guide, Donnie. Then, both of them board a bus that is going to take them to Mount Everest. Inside the bus, there's a passenger named Professor Myers with his daughter Star, and the bus driver's name is Spike. Vijay is being followed by two mercenaries, Jeet and Yug. Vijay then boards the same bus that Mike and Donnie are on. Jeet and Yug also board the same bus. After a while, Jeet takes out her gun and hits Vijay in the face, causing him to lose consciousness. Jeet and Yug then take control of the entire bus. Jeet puts a gun to Spike's head and tells him to drive the bus towards Kadari. Mike uses an ice axe to burst the bus's tire. Then, he and Donnie both fight the mercenaries. Mike fights Yug and shoves a trekking pole into his chest, then throws him out of the bus. Mike then fights Jeet, but Jeet overpowers him and beats him badly. Just then, Star throws a gun to Donnie. Donnie picks up the gun and hits Jeet on the head, rendering her unconscious. Mike hands over Jeet and Vijay to Captain Shankar, who is a Nepali police officer. Myers asks Lieutenant Mangal, "How is that boy?" But he doesn't understand English. So he tells Donnie to ask him what the boy's name is. Lieutenant Mangal informs them that the boy's name is Vijay Rai. A little later, Myers sees Rudra arriving there with his thugs. Myers comes to Mike and tells him that something is not right here. He also informs him, "I represent a number of human rights watchdog groups." Myers tells Mike that Rudra is the crime lord here, and he wants to build a very large dam in the Himalayas, but the townspeople are not selling him their land. The town's senator is Raj Rai, who died after falling from a bus, and after that, his son Ganesh is missing, and the one we saved from being kidnapped today is none other than Ganesh's son. Rudra tells Vijay, "Tell me where your father is," but Vijay doesn't give him his father's address. Just then, Rudra tells Shankar, "Torture him." Mike, Myers, and Star come to Lieutenant Mangal and tell him, "We want to meet Vijay." Meanwhile, they hear Vijay screaming. Mike punches Lieutenant Mangal in the face, knocking him unconscious. Then, Mike picks up his gun and they all go inside and see that Captain Shankar is torturing Vijay. Donnie and Mike hold Captain Shankar at gunpoint. Meanwhile, Rudra also arrives there. Myers tells Rudra, "I've called the United States Embassy. 2 Black Hawk helicopters should be arriving soon." Just then, Rudra tells Myers, "You didn't call anyone!" Then he shoots and kills him. Mike fires bullets at Rudra and his thugs. Donnie takes Vijay outside and tells Spike to start the bus. They all get inside the bus and try to escape. Just then, Captain Shankar shoots Spike. Mike then drives the bus and sees many pipes tied to a vehicle. Mike cuts the rope tying the pipes with a knife, which blocks the entire road, and they manage to escape from there. Then they leave for Vijay's father's house. Mike sees a road ahead that goes downwards and is a very rough road. Mike attaches the winch cable to the bus's bumper and starts moving downwards. The winch's engine seizes, and they get stuck halfway. Mike gives Donnie a hammer and tells her to break the winch's cable. Donnie then breaks the winch's cable. He tries to control the bus but fails, and the bus overturns. Mike then improvises and gets the bus back upright, and they continue from there. Spike sees Rudra and his thugs coming. He then starts firing at them, but his bullets run out. Captain Shankar then shoots Spike and kills him. Mike brings Vijay to his father's house. Meanwhile, he collapses because he had been shot during the firing, but he hadn't told anyone. Donnie removes the bullet from Mike's stomach and dresses his wound. Ganesh tells Vijay, "We need to go to China to escape Rudra, but the bridge isn't built yet, so we'll use the crane to get the bus across to the other side." The next morning, they bring the bus near the bridge. Ganesh starts the crane. Meanwhile, he sees that Rudra is coming with his thugs. He tells his son, "You guys go. I'll come later." Just then, he starts firing at Rudra and his thugs. Meanwhile, Ganesh gets shot. Donnie also starts firing at Rudra and his thugs, but she also gets shot in the stomach. Rudra comes near Ganesh, shoots him, and kills him. Then Rudra and his thugs start firing at the bus, but with the help of the crane, they manage to reach the other side. Rudra and his thugs also reach the other side with the help of the crane and start chasing the bus. Jeet and Captain Shankar get inside the bus. Donnie kicks Jeet, making her fall from the bus. On the other side, Mike fights Captain Shankar and hits him on the head with a water pot, knocking him off the bus. Jeet and Captain Shankar both fall from the mountains and die. Mike then turns the bus around, crashes into Rudra's vehicle, and knocks it off the mountain, killing him. Vijay becomes the new senator of the town, and Star says goodbye to Mike, Donnie, and Vijay and leaves. Mike then scatters his brother's ashes on Mount Everest. Later, he comes to the airport, says goodbye to Donnie, and goes inside the airport. During this time, he realizes he has started liking Donnie, so he returns to her, and the movie ends here.